Okay. Okay. Yo, what is up, everyone? Sorry for the delay. I'm gonna get to my. Let me do my audio. Let me undo my audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got some. So we're gonna be doing some dueling today. Sorry about that. Where is it? Here we go. My channel. Your channel. Make sure I'm doing okay. The chat. Okay, yo, what is up, everyone? Oh man, LA freaking beat the Cubs, man. Oh, Kershaw was playing anyways. I had a feeling. Kershaw, man. Kershaw fell off a cliff and then he comes back like he resurrected the freaking Miami Heat of old. I'm talking about very old Miami. Back in 2006. Okay, so we're gonna log into both of my accounts today. Sorry for the delay. Yeah. So let's hope this thing just error or restart. Okay. Yep. So I'm playing. So I spun Chaos Warrior. My main deck spun Chaos Warrior. Please don't tell me this is messed up. Move it from the freaking thing. Sorry guys about moving the mic. Sorry for the mic noises. Okay, let's see if this works. I might have to re-log in on this account again because the stupid thing has been acting dumb. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Okay, here we go then. Okay, nope. Okay. Okay, so this is my deck list. I'm running as of course it's Chaos Warriors, so we're running the BLS, we're running the Breaker. I'm gonna get both of them up though before we get to the deck list first. So yeah, we gotta get this right done. Man. Okay. And that's their deck. We're gonna see which. And I do not know how to use Maokai, the Destroyer, Prosterata, so someone help me if I misplay. Because I did not play that long. I did not have this access to that card. So I'm playing Warrior Control Chaos Warriors because I spun it twice. I had a total of 6 spin use ups that I could use, and I only used 1 to make sure I got it. So yeah, I used up 1, and this is the deck I got. So the deck my main account will be running is Blackluster Soldier and for the beginning, Breaker the Magical Sword because this is limited. DD Assailant, 1 DDD Assailant. This came out in a turbo pack, not in a game from a video. It came out from a video game. And then DD Warrior Lady 3. This is the last game. This is the last time it will be at 1. It will be at 1 next list. DMOC before it got banned. This is Posterata DMOC, by the way, which means it could be done during any. Which means it could be during the end phase. Which means it could be during any part of the turn, but yeah, not during the end phase. Don Zulog, we have 3 of. Exiled Force at 1. So we only play 1. Magician of Faith, we got that one. Marauding Captain, we got 2 of. He's at 2. Sinister Serpent at 1. Change of Heart, Confiscation, Creature Swap, we have 2. Is at 2, so we have to play 2 ofs. Enemy Controllers at 3, so we could play 3. Heavy Storm. Oh, I forgot the Monster Gate. I forgot to get rid of my bed. Yeah, we don't want Monster Gate. Monster Gate's not in this. So we actually have to put something in there. Book of Moon. We'll put a Book of Moon in there. We'll just go with the Book of Moon. A through Z. And I have to edit this real fast. So the next card that I would have to put in, basically, would be another, Bottomless. Because Bottomless wasn't hit at this time. Dang it, man. But, as you can see, Trindle was hit by the last list. I believe we did the list already. I believe I showed you guys the list, but if you guys need a refresher, I'll give you guys a refresher. Because I have those taskbars open, so, we're going by the October 2004 list. Because, technically, August it came out, but the changes did not go into effect yet. Let's see if it loads properly because it did not load real fast for me. So let's check. So I'm gonna so some of these cards are limited and stuff like that, as I said earlier. So we're gonna show you the list. I'm gonna just tell you all. So we have Vanguard finally. So yeah, come on, man. October 2004 list. This is the list we are currently on the 2004 October 2004 list. So we're almost in 2005. So the Forbidden Monster cards are Chaos Emperor, Dragon Envoy of the End, Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest, Yada Garasu. The spell cards that are forbidden are Starcold, Unlinkable Duo, Graceful Charity, Harpy's Feather Duster, Monster Reborn, Raigeki, United We Stand. I do not know why they hit that, because there was nothing involving United We Stand that was beating up people. Oh, okay. And we just showed it. Imperial Order and Mirror Force Band as well. Limited, as I just stated, is Blackluster Soldier at the beginning, Breaker the Magical Warrior, even though he's not a warrior, Cyberjar is also limited, Dark Magician of Chaos is limited. This is pre-errata Dark Magician of Chaos, by the way. Exiled Force, Exodia the Forbidden One, never will come off, Cyberjar, Injection Fairy Lily, Jinzo, Left Arm of the Forbidden One, Left Leg, Magical Scientist, Orphan Jar, Protector of the Sanctuary, you guys get this. We did not use Painful Choice, by the way, in one of our decks because I forgot that Painful Choice had came out actually, so we should have been using it, and I had forgot that Magical Scientist FTK was a thing, so my fault. But we were not going to do the same decks as SEMO and MTB Yu-Gi-Oh are. By the way, I'm using the same list from MVT Yu-Gi-Oh's playstyle, because I did not know which style I would go with, because I never created a deck myself. This is because I did copy and paste it, but yeah, I'm not very good at that because I do not know how to play it. So yeah. Then we have Reflector Bounder, Protective Sanctuary, the Sanctuary, Right Arm of the Forbidden, Right Leg of the Forbidden, Sinister Serpent, Tribe Affecting Virus, Twin-Headed Behemoth, Fire Empire Lord, Butterfly Dagger Elma, Card Destruction, Change of Heart, Confiscation, Heavy Storm, Mage Power, Mystical Space Typhoon, Mirage of Nightmare. As I stated, I am not doing a mirror match. Painful Choice, Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, Snatch Steel, Sword of the Revealing Light, The Forceful Sanctuary, Upstart Goblin, Call the Haunted, Ceasefire, Magic Cylinder, Reckless Greed, Ring of Destruction, and Torrential are all at 1. Semi-limited Manticore of Darkness, Marauder, Captain Wolfing, turn number 2. For spells, Creature Swap, No Crossing, Rhoda, and trap cards last turn, which I'm surprised last turn is still at 2. That might be an error, and I think we did get kicked out. Yep, we got kicked out. Okay. Okay, so this is Makiora the Destroyer. Makiora the Destroyer. This is basically pre-errata. This was you could send any card to the grave. Any trap, you could play any trap card from the hand to the hand and deck. But yeah. Blade Knight. We're winning one Blade Knight. This came out in one of the tins that came out. We did not see it though. I forgot it was actually a good card. It's actually a pretty decent card now looking at it though. Then the one Breaker, the Magical Warrior, Cyberjar because it's limited, DD Assailant, DD Warrior Lady, 1 Dark Scorpion Chick, the yellow, 1 Danzu Zalog, 1 Exiled Force, 2 Magician of Faith, 2 Makieru the Destroyer, 1 Morphing Jar, 1 Sinister Serpent, 1 Tribe. Infecting Virus, because, yeah. Book of Moon was at 3, so we had 2 Book of Moon, 1 Card Destruction, 1 Change of Heart, 1 Confiscation. Emergency Provisions, I was watching this and I'm like, oh, okay, why is he using this? But I actually agree with this because of the way he explained it, but yeah. Then we have Heavy Storm, Mirage of Nightmare, Mystical Space Typhoon, which went to 1 as well, Nobleman of Crossout, Painful Choice, Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, 2 Rhodas, Smashing Ground, Snatch Steel for Destruction, The Forceful Sanctuary, Call the Haunted, Reckless Greed, Ring of Destruction, and Torrential Tribute. Side deck was DD Crazy Beast, Twin-Headed Behemoth, Book of Moon, Mage Power, Metamorphosis. That's a weird one. Scapegoat, the 1 Sword of the Revealing Light, the 1 Magic Cylinder, and the 3 Solemn Judgments. The extra deck, Dark Knight, Flare Knight, Harris. These didn't really. Flare Knight, my bad. Fiend, Skull Dragon, Roaring Ocean Snake, Ryu Senshi, and Thousand Eyes Restrict, which did actually work in this deck because of Scapegoat. You could actually use Metamorphosis with Scapegoat. And then I lost connection as well, so you have to do this. By the way, we're off of, as the set was released, we did add some cards to the decks, but yeah. We did not add any, currently the only card I added was the Frost, the Frost Monarch, the Thunder Monarch. The Frost Monarch comes out next set. So, yeah, okay, yep. Stay at that. Okay, so, my side, of course, is Jinzo, Zaborg, the other two Moons. My body is a shield, bottomless trap hole, the solemn judgments, the torrential, and the Wabaku. And let's get to the duel. Okay, yes. Okay, go ahead. Okay, duel room. Okay, get this ready. Sorry guys that I do not have a, by the way guys, I will have to get, if you guys will like to donate or to my Patreon, my bank, because I need a better, mic, not a better mic, a better camera with mic. Yeah. Because if that's up to you though, guys, if you want to help out, but that's up to you guys. Because this is even though this is a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, because this is not just mainly a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, but yeah. Okay, so back to this guy. Sorry guys, I have to do a lot of stuff. So single starting, 2 out of 3 matches. Okay. Okay. 2. Okay. Sorry guys, I have to make sure that I get those passwords in my head before I do them. Okay, up, host you. Okay, got them right. Now we're going to go to this one, so yeah. Okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. And Justin Fields, let's go. So this is on episode 12, that's okay. So my randomizer would give me scissors, and my person would eventually get off the paper because OG would eventually get off the paper roll and do rock here. So he would go second this time. So since he's on Makiero, he would want to go second. And technically, I would want to go second too, so this would actually hurt me a bit because he doesn't know what I'm playing. But let's see what Justin Fields is playing before we leave. Okay, this is pretty dang good of a good hand. Yeah, that's pretty decent. And going second. Wow. And this is another good hand. Oh, my God, it was. Okay, so I'm gonna normal summon DD Warrior Lady. Set 2. Set 2. I got the draw as well. Draw. Because we're not in we're in old school rules. Which old school rules were better. Yeah. So we're just gonna go to. So I forgot to do standby main, and then it's I need to start remembering that more because I'm playing because it's literally logical. Okay, and then this is basically going to be activated. Activate this. Send this. To get rid of that, so the card you would hit is the Snatch Seal, so 2 grave. So basically yeah, and then this would basically be GG's right here because if he gets the activate the Smashing Ground. Target my DD Warrior Lady because my DD Warrior Lady is basically dead now. So yeah, that goes to grave. So now I'm out without a card, and basically yeah, it's gonna get very hairy fast because of this. So they're gonna activate Painful Choice. They're gonna view their Joseph OG would send his Malik. Not that he wouldn't send that just yet. He would send Snatch Seal to grave. He would send he would send Sinister Serpent to grave, and he would send He would send Warrior Chick, DD, Dark Scorpion, Yellow Chick to grave. So I would know what he was on, and then he would send another DD Warrior Chick. So that's how many? Let me check real fast. So he sent how many? So he sent 1, 2, 3. So he needs 2 more cards. So yeah, view. Yeah, he would then send painful pot of greed. Actually, no, not pot of greed. That would mess him up. He would then send another yellow chick and America, and I would set. So I would choose the Markai at this point to grave. I would choose the Markai here. So yeah, those will go to hand. So to hand. So I would actually add that. And how much? 5 cards, and I would select Markai. So now now he could add the Sinister. OG can add back the Sinister Serpent and all that. So I'm gonna. So basically, they're gonna set this monster and turn. So basically now it's my turn. So now I get to say goodbye to her. So basically yeah, we're gonna get this. Jeez, LOL, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna basically take out no moment cross out on the Magician of Faith. So Magician of Faith is now banished. So we now have to banish all 3 copies. Thankfully, and I hate that I have to banish that because yeah, I could have got that before. So yeah, Magician of Faith. How many? Where is the other Magician of Faith at? Oh, they only run 2. That's right. That's right. They only run 2. So that would mean my next move would be basically going to so I basically have to view my deck now. So now I'm out of luck because I have Magician of Faith, so banish, and we would proof check each other's decks after this. But yeah, so banish, and where's the other one at? Where's the other one at? Ooh, I have it in hand though, so it doesn't destroy hand. Ah! So actually I just got away with something. So I'm gonna set the Magician of Faith and my Magician of Faith and then turn. So now it's basically over for them because if I get the Snatch Shield back, it's basically GG's. So they need a that's basically gonna be activate change of heart to get back the change the. So they could get the snatch. They're gonna get their snatch. Wow. So mine goes to change control, and they're gonna flip summon it. They're gonna flip. OG would flip summon it at this point. He would flip summon it into attack and normal summon that, and then he would go to get two hand the snake steel. And now he basically has GG's on board, unless I were to snip. And unfortunately I can't activate Change of Heart. Turns out 16 and 300. So 1900 I'm taking here, and I have to take this to grave. So yeah, take that to grave, attack directly. So 1900 to face basically. 1900 to face. And then, yeah, basically I don't want to get rid of that with, because if they do, they're going to activate Trenches for the next turn. So, main phase and turn, because they want to keep their, I would activate Road at this point. Yeah, so activate Road. So I would get so these are all warriors. Good, so I would two-hand this. Two-hand my DD Assailant, because it's a warrior. So two grave. I would normal summon the Assailant. And by the way, Magician of Faith is back on. They forgot, so OG would have cheated basically and kept my Magician of Faith, which he shouldn't have. So now I get my Magician of Faith back, but now my Magician of Faith is used up. So now I'm gonna basically go to battle. Oh, my bad. Normal summon, my bad. Mess that up. And I'm gonna activate Change of Heart, 1600, because I don't want to activate that effect to destroy. So yeah, he's gonna do change control the Makira the Destroyer, And basically battle 16, 17, and I would set, but I would do defense before we go. I would not go full in there. So 17 and 16, so yeah. So we're doing some damage now. So 17 and 16, 1700 and 1600. After that, when this card is destroyed by battle within the player's monster, banish that monster. Yeah, basically, yeah. So basically, I would basically send this to grave now, and I would go to end phase. Change control to where it was, and I would end. So yeah, basically that's some GG's right there. So yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be big time GG's. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna activate Snatch Steal. They're gonna activate Snatch Steal on segments, and basically they're not gonna crash because they don't want to crash. Yeah, so they want to go. So they don't want to get the because they don't have the other half of the combo to come out. So yeah. So change control. I will gain 1,000 at this point at the next standby phase, at my standby phase. But yeah. Good, and then they would just normal summon their own assailants, so yeah. Battle phase, they did not normal summon, so they attack. So that goes to grave, and then 17 and 16 directly. So 17 and 16 directly. 1700 and 1600. Okay, so I'm basically out of this if I don't get rid of one of those assailants, so I need a big... Unfortunately, there's no board wipes in this game, but yeah, that's basically GG's right there. That's basically open, I can't activate that, so I'm gonna normal summon the Exile Force and pop it to get rid of my own assailant. Because my own assailant is underneath, currently equipped, so yeah, we gotta get rid of my own assailant. So 2 grave, and then I basically lose here. Because, yeah, I don't have enough life points. So I would just basically say GG's and admit defeat here. So I would go. So yeah, that's basically GG's right there. Okay, so Jinzo, I would activate. So I would bring in. So Jinzo, I would bring in Jinzo. I would bring in the Jinzo and this and my bodies. Honestly, because I'm going second. Going first, I would bring in the bottomlesses. So I want to take out the one scapegoat, the one and the 2 enemy controllers, the 1 magician of faith, and the 1 DD warrior, the 1 Danzulok, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. And then I would say done sighting. Then dueling book. This person knows they're gonna go first, so a monster that this card destroys as a result of battle is removed from play. So yeah, this is gonna be added. Book of Moon is gonna be added. Metamorphosis and the Scapegoat package is gonna be added. And he knows he's going first, so he's adding the Swamp Judgments. So he's gonna get rid of the Smashing Grounds. He's gonna get rid of Cyberjar, the Sinisters, and So yeah, this is gonna be difficult. So yeah, so actually he wouldn't bring in the middle four. So he would actually get rid of the Magician of Faith, DD Warrior, 2 DD Warrior ladies, DD Assailant. Oh no, DD Assailant. 1 Kaleido Chick, 1 Market, 1. Oh, I didn't know if he would get rid of he would get rid of the Reckless Greed and he would only get rid of the Reckless Greed and Ring of Destruction and the Torrential Tribute, and he would get rid of the Provisions and Mirage and Nightmare, and 1 Rhoda. So yeah, done deciding. Because I don't know how to do this, and I would go first. I would go second. I would go second here because that's not going second. So yeah, going second here. So yeah, I would go second here. So he would know he would go first, and that's actually pretty decent. That's monster heavy actually, but yeah, that's actually what my hand was supposed to do. Oh, but he's gonna have a set card. Okay, so he's gonna activate. So he's gonna he's gonna normal summon Dunzu. So he's gonna. Okay, yeah. So he's gonna. So he's gonna normal the DD Warrior Lady and basically end. So yeah, basically that's GG's right there because like DD Warrior Lady's on the field, but okay. So I would activate my own painful choice here. So yeah, you my grave. I would send to. I would not do that. I would actually send to grave my Jinzo, to grave my my creature swap to grave, and my book. To my 2 books to grave, my books to grave, and enemy controller to grave. Where's the other book? And a book to grave. So they would just take they would actually take the book here. They would take the book. They would give me the book here. They would give me the book here. Because yeah, they don't want me to get the creature swap. So I'm 2 hand. The rest is the grave, engrave. So now I'm basically dead. But yeah. So now I just also they forgot the draw. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Forgot the draw. Forgot that. Yeah. So they drew scapegoat, but they should have said that. So yeah, we're not gonna count that as their turn though. We're gonna count that. So I'm gonna normal summon breaker effect, remove, pop, and basically that's gonna get rid of this that's gonna get rid of metamorphosis. Grave. So yeah, he did not know I had metamorphosis. So I'm like, oh, you're playing metamorphosis, get 1,000 eyes restrict. And I would basically attack, and you would banish at this point after damage calculated, and the damage. My bad. Press the wrong freaking thing. Sorry guys, I pressed the wrong freaking thing. Actually, I pressed the wrong freaking. So you would declare this, and after battle, so banish, and you take 100 basically. So 100. Oh boy, this is laggy. Okay, so you take 100, and yeah. So these are banished now. So yeah, now I don't have anything. So now I'm gonna set and turn. And this is basically where you would hand destruction me because you would want to get the if you drew the red card. So let's see. You would set the ring, set this, and you would activate the. You would not activate hand destruction because you do not have magician enough magician base. So he would basically just end the go standby main, and so I would then be next to go. So yeah. So start. I would normal summon this, and I would normal special summon this because of Marauding's effect. So I would go to standby main phase 1, battle phase. Attack directly. You would chain in battle phase. You would activate this. And I would you would summon 4 tokens, and I would have to redeclare attack. So I basically have to redeclare attack right here. That's a reactionary card. So yeah, I would basically have to re-attack Marauding Captain and Marauding Captain. So, well, not Danzulog, my bad, not Marauding Captain. I said Marauding Captain, like an idiot, twice. So remove and remove. So then you would basically go to end phase because you do not want to lose, because you know you're going to lose if you don't get out of this. So I'm going to end, and then you basically have okay, yep. So Blade Knight normal summon. So you have normal summon Blade Knight. So I'm gonna check I'm gonna book him, activate book him on the Blade Knight though. Sending it to defense, and you're gonna actually chain your Solemn Judgment here. This is where Solemn Judgment would come in, but I would have my body as a shield to counteract that. So you would activate and pay. You would pay 4,000, and I could chain the next card, my body as a shield. Okay, my bad. You had 30. You were at 7,900, so you're at so 79 minus. So 79, okay, I gotta do this math real fast. Let me get the thing up real fast. Your calculator here. Okay, calculator. 79,000 minus 50%. 3950. So you would gain plus 50. So you would gain 3950. So 4,000. So 33,000. So 3950. Oh, wrong one. 3950 minus 3950 minus. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're at 3950. Okay, so then basically I go to activate my body as a shield because Solemn Judgment does destroy. It says when the spell negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So then I pay 1,500 on that. 1,500, and basically, yeah, my body is a shield, so that basically just negates your thing, and you just wasted some judgment. That's basically what happened. And then Blade Knight goes to defense, and it's set. Okay, and then you would and then you're like, yeah, I did not see that coming. So now you're gonna set this, and you already normal summon, so you're basically dead in the water here. So yeah. So some judgment basically just got destroyed. So yeah, you're basically gonna have to get over this. So yeah, Marauding Captain would have lost anyways, but now I'm gonna normal summon. DD Assailant, normal summon. And since you cannot attack, the only one you can attack is Marauding Captain, and I do not have another Marauding Captain, but I'm gonna basically say go after these guys. So I'm gonna basically go to battlefield standby. Okay, main phase 1, battle phase. So attack. I would attack the token with this. I would attack over this guy and attack over this. So you basically lose. So basically OG would lose all his cards. So yeah, 2 grave. So 1,000. So I wouldn't have needed to have been scared. So yeah. And then basically Marauding Captain is gonna do a hand loop. Basically, if I get 2 of them. So I would go to end phase and end. So actually this monster heavy lineup is doing opposite what it did for Simo. And then he would basically he actually drew something that would actually get me out of here. You would set that and I would basically be like, okay. Well, so I don't know what you said, so I would basically be like, yeah, I got GG's on board now. Well, I technically do have GG's, but yeah, because Marauding Captain. So I'm not gonna attack with Marauding Captain if I knew what it was, but I am gonna activate confiscation on your turn. So I'm gonna pay 1,000. So I go to standby main, pay 1,000 to look at your hand. That would came up a lot sooner. So confiscation basically comes out of nowhere. So basically you show, and I see you have card destruction, so I'm gonna get rid of it. So I'm gonna get rid of the card destruction because yeah, that's not what I want. So so that means yeah, you're dead. So card destruction goes to grave, and now my card resolves and goes to grave. So now I'm gonna basically go to battle phase. I'm going to attack with the DD Assailant, and basically they both get banished. So banish. And target that, so basically banishing is gonna happen. So banish, and then directly for 1,200 and 1,400, I'm gonna activate Zalog's effect to discard that. Next card, the other Zulog. So you're basically left with the top deck. So yeah, you're basically dead. So to graveyard, and it's 1,200 and 1,200. Not that much, dude. 1,200, 1,400. So you're out of range. You basically can't do anything. here if I were to, so basically BLS has not been needed, would end phase, enter. Because yeah, I did not need anything for that, so I actually did normal summon that turn, so, and that was my normal summon. I did not normal summon actually, but yeah. So you actually do have them check, but you would have to basically set it, set the check, and basically it's over here. Okay, so yeah, basically you're in GG mode, so you would basically just submit the feed after I go for the next attacks. Man, we just got a freeze frame. Got a freeze frame, guys. Sorry for the freeze frame, guys. We got an error. Oh, gotta get that. Okay, so freeze frame for a second, guys. We have a freeze frame for a second. So yeah, we have a. Oh, it's okay. We're back. Okay, so basically you would admit defeat after this because yeah, you would basically just say be merciful, and I would be like, nope, I'm gonna go for ham. So yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so I drew my own scapegoat, but I'm gonna normal summon Exile Force and then pop it to grave to pop this. So the set monster would basically be gone. So dark chick yellow goes to grave, and you would make defeat at this point. So now we're even 1-1. And then you know you're going second, so you're gonna reintroduce the DDs, the DD Warrior, the Magician Fate, the Sinister, and all this other stuff that was in the deck, including this and this and this. So you would get rid of the Solemns. You would get rid of the Solemns, because you're not going first. And you realize that the Solemns got you killed in the first place. So Solemns for the scapegoats. The scapegoats would come out as well. Except for one. One scapegoat would stay. Metamorphosis, DD Beast, Book of Moon, the Metamorphosis. And yeah, so all the confiscations so all of them have to come out actually. Yeah, so swap cards and yeah, done sighting. It's basically back to the same deck as before. But yeah, now I know I'm gonna go first, so I'm gonna sight in back. I'm gonna sight in the bottomlesses and the solemns and the wapakus, and I'm gonna take out the ring. I'm gonna take out the I'm gonna take out the call. I'm gonna keep the call, but I'm gonna get rid of my bot. I'm gonna take out the one my body. I'm gonna take out the other two Book of Moons. I'm gonna keep one. I'm actually gonna take out both Book of Moons. I'm gonna take out the two my bodies of shields as well. The my bodies of shields I'm taking out as well. Oh wait, I played one in main deck. That's right. And then I'm gonna take out the two scapegoat. Actually, no, I wouldn't take out the scapegoats. I would take out the destruction at this point. Some cards. Ring of Destruction does not do me any good, so I would go. I know I'm going first, so that's why I'm going to put those cards in my deck. So now I just so you would select second because you want to win the game. You would want to win the game here. So yeah. Oh mother. Okay, so basically you have GG if you do draw the game-winning card. Oh, but I have GG as well. So draw. So I would actually set the DD Warrior Lady since I'm going second. I would set 1 and set 2. And I would end at this point, but yeah. This would basically be GG's right here if you were playing any other deck, but yeah, that's not good. So I basically go to standby, main, and end. So now anything you do draw, I'm basically dead to, except for, well, basically bottomless is for 1500 or higher, but yeah. So dueling book. You're gonna basically act normal some that do long. You're gonna set this, you're gonna set this, you're gonna set this, and you're gonna activate this. And then you're gonna draw 3, so 1, 2, 3. And basically send any number of your other spell trap cards you control to the grip. Send any number of other spell. So yeah, this is actually pretty good. So you would basically activate the set the provisions, and then you basically send these 3 cards to the grave, and then you would draw, yeah. So yeah, basically you would activate the provisions on your end. Okay, during your opponent's standby phase, draw 4 cards. Yeah, so it would be during your opponent's standby phase. Okay, so this was before it got eroded actually, because it was during yours. Yeah, this is pre-errata. This was errata actually, but yeah, because that was not the original text. Welcome to the Noob University. LOL. OG. So basically you would basically normal summon Zulog, and basically this is GG's for me, because yeah, you have Makir the Destroyer in your hand. So it actually is revert. Actually, the wording of the card is should be reverse, but they did not do it right. It was errata. This is errata. This is the errata text, by the way, guys. I'm sorry for that glitch. This is the errata version of that, and basically you're gonna attack, and you're going to I'm going to flip, and it's gonna go to, I'm gonna banish both of them. Banish both of them. So basically your Don Zulog is not gonna stay on field. So banish, and basically end turn. So enter. So we're just gonna pretend we didn't do that, but yeah. So we're just gonna pretend we didn't do that. So basically they draw the 3rd card. They're gonna draw the 4th card basically yeah. So let's pretend they didn't cheat, because well technically OG would cheat, but yeah. So I would normal summon then my own, and you would chain so yeah, standby phase. I go to standby phase, and you would activate the effect of Mirage at that point. You would activate Mirage, and then you would keep the Mirage. You would not keep the Mirage. You would use the Mirage once. So yeah, you would use the Mirage. You would use Mirage here, and you would 2-grave to get rid of Don Zulog, because you would want to keep your hand. So 2-grave. So there's 1 dark and there's 1. So now I'm basically dead in the water here. So I'm basically gonna set this, and so yeah, and then you're gonna active. So you can, just in case I have a answer to you, you're gonna activate Heavy Storm. But before that, you're gonna draw the card. But yeah. So yeah, you just drew the card. So yeah, you just drew the card. So now it's not my standby phase anymore. So now 2-grave, 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 2-grave. So basically that Heavy Storm just cleared me out. Basically is what you just did. But yeah. So LOLG. 2-grave, and 2-grave, and 2-grave. So you just basically wasted all your resources, but that was a good use of Heavy Storm there. Okay, so I would basically end turn, because I do not have any cards in hand. I only have, the card I do have in hand is, of course, as you can see, BLS, but he does not know that. Cody does not know that. So he would basically set so now he doesn't have to send anything. So he's gonna set. So he's basically gonna set he's gonna set the Magician of Faith, and he's gonna basically stand by me. And you better hope I don't draw a light card. So it's not a light, but it's a dart. It's a something that I can use, but it's gonna be a. So I'm gonna go to main phase, attack, and battle phase. So attack, Magician of Faith. Magician gets its assert. The Magician gets its search. So 2-grave. So 2-grave, 2-grave, and he gets back Change of Heart to hand. So yeah, basically it's GG's at this point. But yeah, so basically this is basically gonna be a bad taste in my mouth. Is what's gonna happen. So if he does get this off, if he does get the jar off, it's basically over. Okay, so he does have so he's gonna set this. He's gonna normal summon DD Warrior Lady, normal summon. Oh, my bad. Extra than X. two hand. Basically gonna activate, basically to activate, but not. So you're basically gonna set that so basically, yeah, you're gonna activate the breaker. So you're gonna get breaker to. You're gonna take control of breaker here. So breaker's now yours, and basically I'm basically dead here. So yeah, 2 grave. Let me check the graves. Nope, there's no Kaleido chicken grave. So you would normal summon DD Warrior Lady. Normal summon DD Warrior Lady. Battle phase. You would attack me directly with. Oh, not that. Not that. Not that. Special summon attack. My bad. Pressing all the wrong buttons and not doing it right. Okay, so I would take 15 and 19 to face here. So I'm now on a clock. So 19 and 15 to face. 1900 and 1500. So yeah, now I'm basically in death mode, but yeah. Also, you should have took 100 from the zoo log. So yeah, you forgot to take 100 for the zoo log. So you're winning by a couple hundred, like few thousand life points, and now I get my card back. Yeah. So you change control again, and it goes right here. So yeah, I'm gonna basically so I'm basically gonna have to wall up here. So yeah, so start next turn. So I'm gonna activate Sword of Revealing Light here. Gives me enough time to get through. So yeah, I'm basically good for the next 3 turns. So 3 turns after. So your next end phase is when opponent's next end phase is when that activates. So yeah, I did it wrong for a long time. So yeah, so basically standby main phase and turn. I'm not gonna lose my breaker to the warrior lady because I know what they want to do. So they're gonna basically set Cyber Jar here, and I'm basically like, well, I'm dead. So basically, if he does do the Cyber Jar, I'm basically gonna lose my deck, my monster. So standby main and turn. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna basically go to the standby. I'm gonna set this main battle phase. I'm going to attack. Not attack directly, attack this. And it's gonna be a Cyber Jar. So 2 grave, and then basically destroy all monsters on field. Then both players reveal top 5 cards from their deck. So 2 grave, and then I get 2 grave. So you had 2 monsters basically. By the way, I read the ruling wrong. So 2 grave, and I would special so I would basically, oh my bad, did the wrong thing. Mill 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I would just basically get the I'll get the Magician of Fate. I would special summon the Magician of Faith and set it. So yeah, I would set the Magician of Faith. So I would set this. And also Swords is at 1 turn now. So yeah, because I didn't activate it this turn. That was last turn. And then you would mill your 5. So mill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you would get to your DD Warrior Lady special summon and attack. And basically you now have basically I'm dead here. Because once Warrior Lady attacks, I'm basically dead. But I'm gonna activate the Pokemon on Warrior Lady in response. Well, not actually. I'm gonna set it. Never mind. Change that. I'm not gonna activate that because I'm dead. Yeah, my next turn is basically over. But yeah. Oh, but I do have a way out. Okay. Yep, I do have a way out now. I have a way out the Warrior Lady now. Good. Good. Okay, so I don't want to lose my BLS. So yeah, you're gonna. So yeah, you would. So basically, yeah. So you would set this card, and you would activate. You would activate if you knew what card I had in hand, but would you would not do that. So basically, you would activate that when my draw phase happened, but you would not be able to So you would activate there in my draw phase, but yeah, you would not be able to do that. So you would end turn, and basically my swords is now at 2 turns. And then I would start next turn, and you would try the before when you enter draw phase, you would activate. But but you would technically you can't. But yeah. So I would basically go to main phase 1, standby main phase 1 battle. My bad, not battle. Main phase 1. Flip this up. Flip. Summon this. Get. Get Rhoda to hand. And I would banish, and I would get this to hand as well. This is I would banish my Don Zulong to grave. I would banish, and I would banish the Magician of Faith. So I would basically special summon BLS, special summon BLS, normal summon Exiled Force. Because yeah, and then I would activate normal. I would activate Rhoda to view my So I would actually get my DD Assailant to hand. So yeah, I would get DD Assailant to hand, and then I would basically activate the effect. I would declare effect of this, and you would basically be like, okay, I should activate. And then OG would basically say, okay, I should have activated this a long time ago, but I'm gonna activate Call the Haunted, bring it back another DD Warrior Lady. And you're basically gonna walk into a trap right there because yeah. So basically I would have I would then chain my then I would 2 grave pop the recently summoned DD Warrior Lady. Recently resummoned DD Warrior Lady 2 grave. So you would have misplayed here because you would not know well until if I did teach you, but yeah. And then I would basically declare his to banish this one, basically. So yeah, you basically just lost 2 cards, but yeah. So 2 grave. So yeah, 2 grave. So you would be so it would be banished, and I would basically. So now I can't go to battle phase. So yeah, I would end turn here, and then you're basically on a clock here because yeah. I would save you, and then you would activate Pot of Greed here. So you would activate Pot of Greed. Draw. So you would destroy with the highest defense. Okay, you got me here. You would activate Confiscation as well. 1,000. So 1,000. And basically I just lost my one only an opportunity at keeping. So basically, you get to see my hand. So show hand. Sinister Serpent would not be a good choice because I get back on my standby phase. But yeah, this is pre-errata, so you would choose the DD Assailant. And basically target the bottom of your chain link. So I basically lose my BLS, and I lose DD Assailant to grave. So yeah. Then I would end. So yeah. So basically, I would So I basically would then chain to set my magician again. So yeah. And then basically it's just a rewinding door. So 2 grave and 2 grave. So yeah, you would set the morphing jar to reset your hand. Because you could have kept and by the way, you messed up because you could have used the Kaya. You could have used Makura the destroyer, but yeah, you did not think wisely, and this is basically gone. So 2 grave and 2 grave. I would activate Change of Heart here. I would take the set monster. So yeah, because Snatchio can't take set monsters unfortunately. So change control, and I would notice that so both players discard all as many cards as possible possible from their hands. Okay, so I would basically activate this before, since I now know that you had a morphing jar, so I would flip bit first, and then discard to grave. I would then draw 5, draw 5. Oh, forgot. Draw 5. Okay, so ooh. So then I would then you would discard your hand, basically. So yeah. So 2 grave, 2 grave, and you could have summoned the tribe infecting, but then it ended up being your downfall. Okay, basically yeah. So basically now you draw 5. Draw 5, and you basically ooh. And now, since you did send Malika to destroy, you can now activate these cards from hand. So you would actually act. So the turn you activate these, you would activate these. You would activate these. You would activate them. Activate. You would draw the. Technically, you would get this active. This is a mandatory. Malika would get an effect to do this, and you would active 2 graveyard, bring a destruction on your own morphing jar. So 700 each. And then you're locked out basically, but yeah. To the grave, but you can't activate anything else. So I could activate my body, but yeah. So now I'm gonna flip summon. I'm gonna flip to I'm gonna flip, so we both take 700. I forgot to do that. 700. 700. So now I'm low and you're low. So we're both gonna lose 700 here. So you're from 6900 to 62. So now I'm basically I'm basically not in the right position though. So I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna normal summon DD Warrior Lady. I'm going to set another card. I'm gonna activate Painful Choice for the second time. I'm gonna view, so I would view this and I would send I would banish that. I would banish Judgments. I would banish Snatch Seal, banish. I would banish Forceful Century, and I would banish that. I banish that. So let me see. So I banished creature swap. I banished creature swap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would choose the creature. You would choose the snatch. You would choose the song. You would choose the enemy controller. So So I would basically 2 grave, 2 grave, and 2 grave, and 2 grave. So I would add to hand it, and I would then 2 grave. I would set the rest of my hand basically. Set the rest of my hand, and I would go to main phase, and main phase 1, battle phase. I would attack directly for 1500, and you would basically have to get over that the DD assailant, but yeah, DD assailant would basically be GG's for me. But 1500, and you have a Dark Knight, you have Blade Knight, but yeah, I would banish it. So yeah, you do not have a chick in your graveyard, do you? You do not. So you do not have a you do not have a Kaleido chick. So yeah, you would not have a Kaleido chick. So then I would basically end my turn here, and you would basically be dead here. So basically, whatever you do draw, okay, you do draw the Kaleido chick. So you would activate premature burial, putting 800 to special summon special summon tribe to hand, and you would get rid of Kaleido chick. Actually, you would get rid of magician. You would activate tribe. Just got 1 card. So you would declare tribe. Call warrior. So you would call. So you would call warrior. So you would say war. So war here, and 2 graveyards. So basically, my DD Warrior Lady's broken now. So yeah, and then I would then activate that chain. After that, I would chain that to target this and this. So you would basically get my. So basically, we would change control. So change control. Okay, and then change control. So now I can activate that card now. So basically, you just lost your tribe infecting. It's still equipped though to this, but you lost 800 now. So yeah, when this card is equipped. This card equipped. When this card is destroyed, destroy the opponent equipped monster. Yeah, so basically you have to destroy your own monster. Basically you would have to destroy your own card, but you can't. So now you basically have to live with the rear belt. So yeah, you're basically gonna lose. So this is basically over for you now. So I pulled a rabbit out of my head basically, but yeah. So I'm gonna activate. So I'm gonna activate the hybrid. Draw two. So yeah, I'm just decking myself out basically, but yeah. Then I'm gonna normal summon Don Zulog. Basically activate. So target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. So I'm gonna activate one. I'm gonna target Magician of Faith. My own Magician of Faith that I just swapped with you to attack. And basically you're gonna get hit hard here. So yeah. So I'm gonna attack. So I'm basically going to attack you here with tribe. So that's 300 minus 16 is about 13 is 1300. So yeah. So you take 1300 from this battle. So yeah, this is a permanent take by the way. 2 grave and it's 1300 to face. 1300. And then 1400 is the next one you take. And then I get to rip 2 cards out of your hand. Or a card out of your hand, basically. I get the rat and I get the discard. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna so it's 4, so I choose this one. That's how it's supposed to work, and it would be the DD assailant, so you would basically be dead. So to graveyard. Basically, yeah, you're dead now. Because I have, so to graveyard, and you do not have an out to my current board, unfortunately, so, yeah. Then I would basically have a My Body as a shield and a bottomless set, so you would basically need to play the bottomless, but yeah, you can't do that. It's crap type of format, so, you basically just lost, so, now it's but he does have something. Now he does have a snare shield. He's gonna get back his So that's where the snare shield comes in. Clutch 2 grit. So basically 2 hand. I did not draw Abominus until after he summoned. So change control back to him, and it's basically gonna be Warrior this time. So he's gonna call War. So basically gonna call Warrior. So this guy won't come. It's not once per turn either. So yeah, he could have just wiped me clean, but activate. So declare. I'm gonna get rid of Chick. I'm gonna send to graveyard Chick. Call Warrior again. Call Warrior again. Basically, Warrior again, and basically Don goes bye bye. So basically, I just lost. Basically, Tribe just GG'd me. So basically you could go for a game, but you do not know whether or not. So gains 400 back while you have 1 or less cards in your hand. If you control no other monsters, the effects of flipped monsters get negated. So he would normal summon, so he's now 2000. But I would activate. Now go back to me. I would activate the boundless. So now he's gone. Oh, I protect myself out myself. So you would basically go to standby, main phase, battle phase, and I would basically I would have to activate. So basically I have some time. So I would activate scapegoats, but yeah, they would. So you would basically get rid of the beast at this point, but yeah, I would activate the scapegoat. Okay, so you would attack me directly, and I would change scapegoats, activate scapegoats. So I summon token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you would basically have to redeclare attack and basically attack me with that. So yeah. So basically I now remove the 2 grave and 2 grave remove. So basically you would basically go to main phase 2 and you would not want to send this card though. Let me see. Yeah, you would not want to send that card. So yeah, you would actually send 2 graveyard activating paying 1,000. You would send declaring beast, and I would have to activate my body as a shield here. I would have to activate my body as a shield here to stop it. So 1,500 and it's destroyed. So now we're at now it's close. So yeah, we would basically be close. So basically you lose this now. So it's to grave, and basically these go to grave now. So these both go to grave, and you end your turn. So now I basically got you on your clock. If I draw a monster, you're dead. And I did. So I'm gonna remove a token, the normal summon Jinzo. And it's basically you're gonna admit defeat at this turn. So yeah. So you would admit defeat. So I came back to win that one. You almost came back to win. You were, and then you would mill your last Milton. Oh, my bad. Hashtag eccentric Milton. So we were both on our last cards there, and yeah. Got away with that. So yeah. Exile Force. Not carry destroyer. You could have used that breaker a long time ago, dude. And then yeah, basically yeah. So basically, I would win, and I would do the same thing. I would mill the 10. I would mill the 10. So yeah. So mill 10. So, come on, yo. Okay, so mill 10. So hashtag mill 10. So we were both on clocks basically. So there was Demark, and there were mice. There was everything. Yep. Okay, so yep, basically GG. So guys, keep it classy. Give it a like, comment, subscribe if you like the content, and don't act like a jabroni. Don't act like you came from the wrong side of 8th Mile Navarra, and deuces. Yeah.